There we go. Good afternoon, everyone. At this time, I would like to invite Elizabeth Geiger to the stage, and she will give the welcome.
Good afternoon, guests, graduates, staffs, and parents. I'm delighted to welcome you to the South Haven graduation ceremony of the class of 2022. We are gathered here today to celebrate and honor this year's graduates. This is a momentous occasion for our seniors. After today, we will be beginning the next chapter of our lives. We have worked hard to be here, and I believe every graduate here deserves to be in this spot. Senior year was the beginning of an end. And as we come to the close of a year, we reflect on the time that we have had. For me, I am grateful that my school experience was here in South Haven. I wouldn't have had it any other way. And I'm sure most of you feel the same way. But now, it's time to look forward and welcome the future ahead of us. To our guests and everyone that could be here to celebrate this special moment with us, we are honored and thankful that you are here. I would also like to thank the parents and community for all of the love and support they have given us, and the students, teachers, and staff that have filled these years with memories and good times. We are blessed to be surrounded by so many people that have impacted our lives. We're graduating today because of all that you have done for us. Please enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Thank you. Now to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, Gus Weens.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our commencement speaker today is Ryan Smith. Mr. Smith is a class of 2000 South Haven High School graduate. In 2004, he earned a bachelor's degree in airway science from Kansas State University. He also holds an associate's degree in professional pilot and business. He is currently the chief pilot at Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits in Florida, a position he has held for the past 13 years. Mr. Smith lives in Boca Raton, Florida with his wife Barbara and their two children, Isabella, 6, and Jax, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ryan Smith.
Thank you all. Superintendent Burgess, Principal Levan, Board of Education, teachers, faculty, family, and friends. I salute you all for a job well done. South Haven graduating class of 2022, congratulations, you made it. Tomorrow will look a lot different in your eyes than any other day prior. I'm standing here to let you know, be confident in the lessons that you have been taught by everyone sitting in front and behind you today. Lessons of honor, integrity, hard work, dedication, friendship, and most importantly, love. 22 years ago, I sat in this same gym with my class receiving our diplomas, probably in those same seats. It's nice to know some things never change. Since graduating from South Haven, I've been fortunate to live out my dreams as a professional pilot, traveling to all 50 states, 41 countries, and 5 continents, along the way meeting thousands of people. So when I tell you that you're special, and the community of South Haven is special, I know what I'm talking about. So here's some of my advice for your future in life. It all starts with attitude and winning the day. Having a positive attitude will take you places in this world you can't even imagine. And here's a little secret. Life isn't hard, but it can be difficult. So every task and challenge in life, be confident and positive with your attitude, and you will often succeed. Now let's talk about winning the day. Every day you wake up, the score is 0-0. Only you keep score, and only you know who wins. Winning the day is a positive attitude. It's hard work and a lot of love. So everyone you meet, show them a lot of love, and I promise you, this world will love you back tenfold. In my travels, I've met thousands of people from all over the world. And daily, they ask me the same thing: where are you from? And I always give them the same answer. I'm from a small town in southern Kansas, but I live in Florida now. Being from South Haven taught me so much. The lessons I learned walking these halls, playing in this gym, and the most important lesson I ever learned was on the football field my 7th grade year when Coach Hughes yelled out, "Earn it." That lesson is applied every day in my life. Earn it, and don't take any day for granted. I encourage you to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and you will arrive at a level of success never imagined. So when I say South Haven is special, this is what I mean. Look around. Really turn and look around at the people around you right now. When you find yourself in a situation and you're not sure what to do, pick up your cell phone and call someone from South Haven, and I promise you they will help you. Surround yourself with people that support, encourage, and challenge you every day. I have 2 books in my life that guide me. The first is the Holy Bible. It gives me peace and clarity about life. The second book is the Sun Tzu's The Art of War. It has taught me to always be preparing, and any challenge can be overcome, and I encourage you all to read both. On August 14th, 2018, I was able to test my convictions about both books. I was the captain on my Falcon 900, headed to Aspen, Colorado for a week. That day we had 3 passengers: my wife Barbara as a flight attendant, and our good friend and first officer Michael Rossi as my co-pilot. As we departed the earth and climbing through 20,000 feet, we received indications on our primary flight displays of a fuel filter contamination. The engines are designed to bypass those fuel filters so that they will continue operating. We ran a basic checklist, and the final item says, "Return to the airport." We started our right turn back to the airport when our $40 million jet became a very expensive glider when our engines began to fail. We found ourselves in an emergency situation, and in just a few moments, my co-pilot Michael and I went from professional corporate pilots to test pilots. This has never happened before in a Falcon, and no one prior to that day had ever trained for that situation. We declared our emergency with air traffic control and began our checklist for emergency landing. After completing our checklist, the cockpit went completely silent. I believe we're all thinking the same thing. We're thinking about our lives, our families, our friends, and was this really it? Were we really going to crash? As we made our way closer to the airport, I started to laugh. And in that moment, I knew we were all going to be all right. I prepared mentally and spiritually for that moment, and I found inner peace. We made our way back to the airport safely, and we found that our fuel had been contaminated with diesel exhaust fluid, known by the acronym DEF. A few $1 million in repairs to the engines and fuel system, we were back flying about 3 months later. The Bible has guided me throughout my whole life, and I'm not claiming to be the perfect Christian, but I always try to do the right thing. And The Art of War prepared me for this flight, and it says, and I quote, "The war is won before the first battle is ever fought." I have another story to tell you about earning it and challenging yourself. My twin brother and I found ourselves in the middle of a wheat field along Highway 81, cutting wheat for our grandpa. Brian was in the combine, and myself was in the grain cart. Grandpa was taking a load of wheat to the elevator, and Brian and I were told specifically not to unload the combine while moving because a lot can go wrong, and the possible damages could be costly. The unloading auger on his combine only cleared the grain cart by a few inches. No one was looking, so we decided to take on that challenge together. We accomplished our goal and told no one, and we've talked about that day together only a few times. my grandpa probably never knew. That singular action sums up a successful life. Challenge yourself and don't be afraid to take chances. And this is my last piece of advice. Stop and enjoy real life because it is way more beautiful than any fairy tale. Your hearts are free now. Have the courage to follow it. God bless America. God bless South Haven. Go Cardinals. Cheers, boys.
At this time, we'll have the salutatory address by the South Haven 2022 salutatorian, Alyssa Bridges.
Classmates, alumni, family, friends, welcome. High school has always been hailed as the best 4 years of your life since you were a freshman. Even though high school is in no way a bad experience, each and every one of us has so much more to look forward to in life. I want to encourage you to go beyond these 4 years of high school and to do bigger and better things. Each person in the class of 2022 has had an interesting experience that has brought us to this exciting moment. Some of us has broke a water fountain down by the band room. Some of us has procrastinated and wasted time. Some of us would walk out of practice to our cars missing. Underclassmen, take it from Macy and I. Do not leave your keys in your cars. The guys will take off in them. The list can go on, from fighting over the couch in Missy's room, all the way to making Bree very uncomfortable in seminar. But I'll spare you the time considering that there are 2 more speeches to come and I know we're all ready for some food. The class of 2022 is one full of strong personalities, so strong in fact, we may have scared a few people off. But to those who have stuck with us, we would like to say thank you, and we hope we found a special place in your hearts. Today, friends and classmates, as we close the door on one chapter of our lives and prepare to take on the next, I want to thank you all for the best 4 years of high school and wish you guys all the best in the coming years. Rather than following opportunities available to you, I encourage you to follow your hearts in something important to you. Instead of following the path paved by previous generations, I challenge you to make your own path. Before I end this, underclassmen, get rid of the negativity in your life. Stop being so judgmental of other people and yourselves. Live your life like you're the main character. Be happy, be positive, live your best life. It's all about balance. Have fun, but do not lose track of your goals. Tell that person you like them, forget what anybody thinks about you, and forget your beef with your once so-called best friend. It's not worth it. With that being said, congratulations of the class of 2022. We did it. Thank you.
Each year, seniors fill out numerous scholarship applications, and this class has been awarded quite a bit amount of money. So to talk about that is, Brianna Stroman.
So this year's senior class blew last year's class out of the water. I saw Sydney and Leah here, so sorry about that. This class earned over $187,000 in scholarship money this year. I'm going to go through the list and just read each student's total, because if I read every scholarship, we would never get out of here. So Devin Brannon, $1,500. Alyssa Bridges, $11,500. Dylan DeWitt, $1,000. Parker Dodds, $1,000. Elizabeth Geiger, $35,945. Nathan Hilt, $1,000. Grady Howell, $1,000. Michaelan Kuchar, $49,100. Tucker Locke, $20,000. Macy Pond, $27,500. Ben Russell, $31,500. Ethan Theuer, $3,500. Gus Weems, $1,000. Ethan Woodfin, $1,000, and Ian Woodfin, $1,000.
This year we have two valedictorians that are going to speak today. That just shows you just how tight a competition, how bright these students are sitting before you. First up for her co-valedictory speech is co-valedictorian Elizabeth Geiger.
Good afternoon, again. Most of you know me, but for those of you who don't, I'm Elizabeth Geiger, and I am one of the 2022 co-valedictorians. I hope that my speech today is your favorite because I plan on it not taking too long. Looking back on my time here, I am nothing but grateful for all of my experiences and opportunities. Fellow graduates, today is a momentous occasion. This is a defining milestone in our lives. I am honored to stand before all of you today to deliver this commencement speech in front of this fantastic class. You've all put in the work to make it to this big accomplishment. While digging for topics for the speech, I came across a Kerry Washington quote that reflects my goal for this message to my peers. Your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is a journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. As I stand here today, I look forward to the future and the great things that can become of us. I believe that every one of you will continue to develop into the people that you are meant to be. Some of you may take longer to blossom into greatness, but I believe that you can achieve anything. My advice to all of you is to follow your dreams and do what you want to do. You are your own person, and your life is your journey. Work hard to achieve your goals and push past your normal limits. You are all capable of being successful. You all have a purpose to fulfill, and it is okay if you don't know what it is right away. You have your life ahead of you to decide your path. As I look back on our lives together, I remember the good and the bad times. Some of you I have known forever, and some only a few years. However, I am grateful to have met all of you when I did. I will never forget the fun times that we have had together, and I know we will make so many good memories as we go on our senior trip. I won't go into great detail about all of the memories I've had with all of you, because honestly, what happens in our class stays in our class. Again, our lives are our story. They are ours to make and enjoy. I'm excited for the journey ahead, and I hope all of you are as well. I'll miss seeing some of you every day and growing with you throughout my many years here. And on behalf of the school, and especially Mr. Levan, I think they will all miss all of us too. I hope to see all of the graduates before me become the successful people that they deserve to be. I would like to thank everyone again for coming and supporting our senior class. We appreciate all of the help the community has offered us. And thank you for listening to this speech. I'd also like to thank the administrators and staff for this amazing opportunity to speak today and for all of the hard work put into making my years at South Haven the best. Please enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Thank you, and congratulations, fellow graduates.
Next on the stage will be co-valedictorian to give her valedictory address, Michaelan Kuchar.
So, I had this whole idea of how I was going to bring my phone up here and say, hey Google, how many days until May 7th? But in all the chaos, I left my phone in the library. So, here we go anyways. Okay Google, how many days until May 7th? And as most of you know, today is May 7th of 2022. Every Sunday since August, I have asked the same question, wishing the time would go just a little faster so I could begin my life. And let me tell you, this moment is so bittersweet. I know, trust me, I know that everyone says the time goes fast, and it truly does. It feels like yesterday I was the new girl from Wellington. feeling completely overwhelmed in my new 8th grade class. Now I stand here in front of these amazing people in the front row sharing this moment that we will remember for the rest of our lives. As many of you know, my name is Michaela Kuchar, and I grew up 15 minutes down the road in Wellington. Never in my life did I think I would live anywhere else, and by golly, I was going to graduate a Crusader like my mom and her brothers. But I threw a major fit when Mom got the job here, and we had to move. At the time, I was blind to the amazing life I would have and the opportunities that would be coming my way. For example, over my dead body was I ever going to become a cheerleader, and I was co-captain for 2 years with Lizzie. Never thought I was a good musician or could sing, and here I am taking got ahead of myself. Here I am taking trumpet pieces and state vocal pieces, and it's crazy. And I never thought I would ever do theater, and there have been countless lead roles and future college performances coming my way. I guess what I'm trying to say is never say never. Life changes you. You grow and continue to grow into the best version of yourself, beginning in these high school years. I bet if you ask any one of us here today, we would say something along the lines of, don't give up, try anything and everything, and support the people around you. Here, we are all family. And that's one thing I'll always treasure about South Haven, the relationships. I, like most people here, have friends of all ages. Additionally, that means that a good portion of your friend group is family. But let me tell you, having a little brother and cousin 2 years younger than you is super cool. We do almost everything together. And most would say that it's annoying to cart your little siblings and cousins around, but I secretly love it because it has brought us that much closer. I am definitely going to miss that most in college. But I digress. My friends and I cart our siblings around with us everywhere, which means that you start to form connections with their families, and pretty soon one of your closest friends is a 7th grader. Shout out to you, Piper, wherever you are. It's strange how you slowly transition to become a mentor for everyone younger than you as well. Most don't realize, but I was the only senior in band this year and one of 3 in choir. Instead of looking at it, all the negatives, I took a step forward and became a positive figure for these younger students to model. They are the reason I'm going into teaching. I have adored senior year. It has given me a whole new perspective towards life. It has shown me how to treasure every moment, knowing that it could be a potential last. I have overcome differences between me and my classmates, and I have opened myself up to new friendship. Underclassmen, this is for you. Be kind to everyone. You never know who could be hurting one day, and who might just need a kind word or two. Try your best in your classes, and don't overwhelm yourself with too many activities, and just live life. Because one day, you're sitting here, realizing that your time at SHS is up. Live your high school life so you are excited for the transition into the future, and know one important thing: never lose sight of who you are. Senior year has flown by, and now our future is on the horizon. Instead of asking how many days are left, my new question is, how can I get just 5 more minutes? Just 5 more minutes to watch the seniors hit the field and court, a few crazy lunch conversations, and 1 more fight song. Sorry. My prayer for each and every one of my classmates is to embrace the memories and soar while we all chase our dreams. But remember, South Haven will always be home, waiting with open arms, saying, "Welcome back, old friend." Thank you.
Each year, one senior and one staff member is awarded the Above and Beyond Award for doing things outside their normal duties and outside their normal school day. Here to read those recipients this year is Board President Steve Nicholson.
Thank you. There are many ways in which a student can go above and beyond their high school achievements. Going above and beyond is not always solely academics. Sometimes it is what a student does outside of school, on top of the academic requirements, that demonstrates their above and beyond mentality. This year's recipient has excelled in the areas of agriculture. He rents 160 acres of farmland and makes all of the agricultural decisions for this land. He owns and operates his own equipment for the preparation and planting of crops. On top of that, he has completed his high school graduation requirements, as well as participating in the welding program at Cowley County Community College. It is my pleasure to present this year's Senior Above and Beyond Award to Ben Russell. Since March of 2020, her spectrum of responsibilities exploded, well beyond the usual student cases of asthma, headaches, gym, playground injuries, and the occasional pop quiz flu. South Haven school nurse Jamie Kuchar, of course, still handled those things. But during the last 2 years, she has many times been on call around the clock. She has doled out pandemic safety policies, maintained medical and PPC equipment for the building entrances, administered thousands of COVID tests, and worked directly with Sumner County Health, the Kansas Department of Health and Environment, advised the USD 509 Administration and Board of Education, and has always been flexible to a degree when updated pandemic information came from the CDC or KDHE, or the rules just completely changed. In all of this, Nurse Jamie's focus on doing what's best for kids has never wavered. There's been a challenging 2 years for all nurses, and this past spring and fall have been potentially Nurse Jamie's most difficult years yet. And yet, she still found time to serve as freshman sponsor, as well as serve in the lunchroom as the monitor for our elementary students, all while keeping a smile on her face and a skip in her step. It's my pleasure to present this year's Staff Above and Beyond Award to Jamie Kuchar.
Okay, next up on our program is a performance by the South Haven Junior High School Choir. If I could get them to come up here, please. Thank you, choir, and Mrs. Chisholm, great job. If the graduates would please stand and move to the stage at this time. Parents, friends, and relatives, the following students have met the requirements set forth by the Kansas State Board of Education and the USD 509 Board of Education and are duly qualified to graduate from South Haven High School. Devin Alexander Brannon. Look over here. Okay. Alyssa Danielle Bridges. Dylan Guy DeWitt. Parker Lawrence Dodds. Elizabeth Day Geiger. Tanner James Gones. Nathan Lee Hilt. Grady Zane Howell. McKaylin Ann Kuchar. Picture. Over here. We're all very nervous. It's okay. Tucker Keith Locke. Macy Catherine Pond. Stephen Benjamin Russell. Avery Michael Sewell. Daniel Joseph Teeley. Ethan Joe Thurer. Garrett Augustus Weens. Ethan Lee Woodfin. Ian Michael Woodfin. Got to admit, I was a little worried these two last guys would pull a switcheroo on me, but I don't think they did. So. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor and privilege to present to you the South Haven High School class of 2022.